So hello guys, it's Flipping Markets here. Let's see today's trade breakdown video. Actually, I took 2 trades today. First from my phone, second from my computer, and I finally got back into my flat for fuck's sake. So let's just see the breakdown video. Yeah, as I told you in the live session for the video course members, I was expecting the top of this demand zone that changed. I mean, flipped the 4-hour zone, 4-hour supply zone right here. So price tapped the extreme 4-hour supply zone here, had a rejection, had a reaction, and from this demand zone, price flipped this supply zone with huge innovation movement, as you can see. And as I said for the video course members in the live session, I was expecting the sweep of this downside liquidity from below this demand zone. So it had a pretty high chance for price to sweep all of this liquidity before the reversal, or if it breaks below, I said that I'm expecting the continuation of the bearish order flow down to these demand areas. And actually price broke below this demand zone. First swept the liquidity, then full body broke it. So let's just see the 1-minute structure. As you can see, this movement here is the lunchtime movement. New York Open was actually here. So all of these zones right here and right here were fake zones, just above the 15-minute demand zone that flipped the 4-hour supply zone. So price actually a fake change character right here, created fake order blocks right here, and had a reaction on it actually. But as you may know, all of the lunchtime zones are fake. So the sweep has been happened. The lunchtime and liquidity has been swept, but price did not tap into the zone. As you can see, it barely tapped the zone. Maybe the 1% has been tapped. And after this news did hit him from here in this region, these movements were caused by the news. So as you may know, we don't really trade during news. So yeah. After this, price swept the liquidity, the downside liquidity with this movement. On the 15-minute chart, this is just a huge wick to the downside. I will just show you that. As you can see, we've got this huge wick movement to the downside. And this was the liquidity sweep from below this region, as you can see. So price actually swept this liquidity line with this movement. So on the 15-minute chart, it didn't really break below this demand zone. It just wicked below that. As you may know, the liquidity sweep is caused by wicks. So this was just a liquidity sweep. That's why I was looking for long opportunities right here. So this was the 15-minute liquidity sweep. On the 1-minute, actually, it broke below the zone. But as you know, the 15-minute liquidity sweep will happen with 15-minute wicks. So yeah, actually price change character after the liquidity sweep. As you can see, this was the liquidity sweep movement. After this price change character with an option movement to the upside here. For change of character, wicks are perfectly enough. So price change character here, and the change of character was caused by this candle right here. As soon as I saw this, I did set an order limit on the 50% of this candle because the 2 pip stop loss couldn't cover the whole body. So if I set the order limit on the beginning of the body, the 2 pip stop loss couldn't cover the whole zone. So that's why I did set on the 50% of this candle. And because I was lack of time, because I was waiting for the lock specialist, I didn't really have time to trade. So I did set my TP for the next supply zone that I just saw on the 1-minute chart. So this was my first TP point. I was set my TP for the 50% of this zone. It actually did hit. I booked maybe 7% almost on this trade. After this, price changed character and reacted on this supply zone. As you can see, had a reaction on this 1-minute supply zone and changed character to the downside with inefficient movement here. And I got back into my flat somewhere around here. So yeah, I immediately started to look at charts on my computer. So as soon as I saw the change of character to the downside, I was looking for reversal points. I saw this supply zone right here. I did not set a limit order on this one because I was expanding the top of this higher supply area. So price actually reacted on this zone. As you can see, had a reaction on it. And after it created liquidity here, so just perfect triple tops line, first, second, third tap. Price swept the liquidity to the upside, didn't tap into this supply zone. Almost tapped the zone, but swept the liquidity after the supply tap. And after the liquidity sweep and the supply tap, it changed character to the downside here. As you can see, we had a clear flip zone right here. This was a supply zone that changed the whole character and flipped the whole zone with inefficient movement. As you can see, broke through every low. So as soon as I saw this, I did set my limit order on the 50% of this candle again, because it's an equilibrium entry point, as you can see. So 50% entry. I was tagged in the trade, and it was running pretty well. And I was targeting the downward demand area on the 50-minute chart, as you can see, because a body break happened with this movement. So as you can see, price actually broke below the demand zone with body. So I consider it as a full body break. And I was expecting the top of this downward demand area. And after this, I managed my position too tightly, because it was running pretty well, did a pullback after it couldn't break below the last low point with a body break. So I did keep my stop loss in break even, because I did set my stop loss in break even after this low point has been broken. So break even, stop loss, pullback happened, price couldn't break below this last low point, did a pullback here. After it body broke below this low point, as you can see, it was a full body break. I did set my stop loss here, and that was a two-time management, because price actually reversed and swept me out from the trade, and it is on the way down to mitigate the downward demand area. But it is what it is. It was nearly the session end in this region, 30 minutes after the session has been closed. So yeah, I just booked maybe 6 or 7% too on this trade. Let me just check. 6% on this trade also. So yeah, over a pretty good day. 13 risk-reward ratio. And this was the last trading day of this week. So see you guys in the weekend video. Take care, and leave a reaction if you like this video. So take care, guys. Goodbye. Have a beautiful weekend.